Good morning, everyone. We're going to be finishing off section 6 with some clarifying of misconceptions about relations and functions. And so for this one, you just either need to print out the PDF or you can do this on a piece of binder paper. And we're just asking that you submit the notes for this. All right, so if we, give me one second. There we go. So some clarifications that we want to make. One is that functions and relations can be represented using any variable. So traditionally, when we look at this example table over here, we typically want to go from left to right. So we want to say U is the domain and W is the range, and that is not always the case. So for an example, if U is the domain, which would be the traditional left to right, then W is a function of U, that for every U value, there is exactly one W value. It is a many to one situation. The many is because -2 and +2 go to the one value of +4. But we can also go from right to left as we learned in our activity. And in this case, U is not a function of W because then W would be the domain because that's what it's the function of. And then that one number of 4 can go to many values in U, which is 2 and -2. So that would be a one-to-many situation, which is not a function. If I plug the number 4 into a calculator, I don't want my calculator to have to determine between two values. I just want to know one answer. So again, you can either go from left to right or you can go from right to left. It's not until we define the domain that we know which direction that's going to go. So a second issue is that an equation in two variables does not have to be written in the y form to represent a relation. So typically we like to say y equals something to have that relation. But in this case of drawing a circle, so this would be a circle centered at the origin with a radius of 2, we don't have to solve for y. We can just leave it in that form, and that's actually an easier way to graph it. So in the case that x is the domain, the relation is not a function. So if you think about a circle, it would fail the vertical line test, and it would also fail the horizontal line test. So in that case, it's a many to many. So for example, when x is equal to 0, y could be 2 or -2, and so it is not a function. Similarly, if we let y be the domain, the relation is still not a function because it is a many to many situation. And so, for example, when y is equal to 0, x could be 2 or -2. So it's not a function in either direction. And we don't have to write it in the y equals form because, again, y could be the domain. So another clarification is that an equation in two variables defines two relations. So typically we look at x plus y equals 1, and we want to say y equals -x plus 1, because that is the way that we learned how to graph it. But when we graph, we imply that x is the domain. But in that equation, you actually have two domains. So if x is the domain, we would do what we would traditionally do, which is subtract the x from both sides, and we get y equals -x plus 1, and that would be a function. But we could also let y be the domain and subtract y from both sides and say that x is equal to -y plus 1. So that would be where x is a function of y instead of in the first one, y is a function of x. Another thing that needs clarifying is that domains and relations do not have to be the set of real numbers. So it means that the graph does not have to be continuous. So in this graph here, notice that these are all points on a line. And typically what we want to do is connect those points. But if that is the graph that we're given, we can't connect those points because that's adding in points that we're saying make the function a true function, but we don't know that. So in this case, looking at that graph, the domain seems to be the set of integers, and we can't say that for sure because we don't have a scale on the x-axis. So again, we don't have to connect those dots unless the function tells us to do so. So the inverse of a function is not always a function. So we talked about inverse in Algebra 2, and if you took math analysis, we also talked about inverse in that class as well. So in this example, if we go from left to right, that would be starting with the domain of x, And so that would be a many to one situation. Looking at this right here, there's many elements in X that map onto one element in Y. And so that would be a function. So the inverse means if I start from left to right for my function, then my inverse would be what happens when I go from right to left. So the inverse would occur when the domain is Y, and in that case, you're a one-to-many situation, and this would not be a function. So if you remember from the worksheet, the only one where the function and its inverse are going to be both functions is when you have a one-to-one mapping. So symbolic notation for direction, if we say that y is a function of x, then we're saying that x is getting mapped onto y, or we could write it as y is equal to f of x, that y is a function of x. That is the true translation of that. Now, if x is a function of y, then that means that y is getting mapped onto x, meaning y is the domain now, and x is the range. So we would write that as x equals f of y, meaning x is a function of y. So I hope this clears some of those things up. If you have any questions, you can always email me, or we can try and do a Zoom tutorial. And I hope you have a great day.